What's up, guys? My name is Skillbased, and welcome to Call of Duty commentary. It's gonna be an old school commentary in which I'm just gonna play a game and rant about some stuff in the background. For today, I'm gonna be using a gun that you don't typically see in an online match. I'm gonna be using my Mark II or my MK2 carbine or carbine, depending on where you live, with a long barrel. I'm actually going to choose the 20-inch factory barrel. I just want to test that out. I'm going to use the tech laser, a monocle reflex light, sight, cartridge sleeve, and stippled grip tape. I like this gun because you can really quickly rack up some kills. You don't really typically see it in the game, and that has to do with the subject I want to talk about today. Because I want to talk today about the meta and how Call of Duty has changed, or at least how I feel it has changed over since the last popular game, which I believe to be Modern Warfare 2, maybe Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 maybe, but I think Black Ops 2 is the last game I really played, and I felt that it was a true Call of Duty game, and after that it really changed and now it's back to its roots again, sort of. So let's just hop into a game of domination and see what happens. I'll see you there. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna head into a match on Ramaza. I'm not particularly fond of this map. There's not too many maps I really like, and by no means is this going to be any good gameplay. No. I'm just going to be talking, I'm going to be playing, I'm going to rack up maybe a couple of kills. Maybe I'm going to have a horrible game, we'll wait and see. But yeah, I just wanted to play and talk about Call of Duty a bit. I'm going to just, put some relaxing chill step deep house tunes underneath this and see what happens. So I feel Call of Duty has changed a lot, and I think it mostly has to do with things like skill-based matchmaking. What I mean by this is that I feel that in the earlier days, or at least Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, you came into games in which, there were a couple of good players and there were a couple of bad players and there were a couple of medium players. Now everybody generally has about the same level of gameplay, which means, I feel that means that every match is so fucking sweaty, because the lower games, even though maybe the general level of gameplay is not too high, I feel like everybody does really try its best into making sure that they win the match. And so that goes for medium level and high level too. Shit, why is he doing there? Why are you doing in the corner? And that makes every match super sweaty, and I think that really sucks a lot of fun out of this game. And when this game came out, I really loved it, but I've been playing it a lot lately, and I've been playing a lot of Warzone as well, which I bet a lot of people have been. And I just noticed that in the olden days, and I think this has to do with the fact that YouTube is way more popular now than it was back in the day, because everybody has got the meta weapon being the most effective weapon. Fucking hell, I didn't even see him. And, I feel that everybody plays so carefully and plays with the meta and follows all the YouTube videos, and that in its definition makes everybody super sweaty, because everybody is trying to perform super well, right? Everybody's really trying to be the best. So I feel that takes a lot of fun out of the game, and I feel like maybe some changes should be made in order to make more weapons more alike in their power level. Obviously, I've got this snake shot akimbo guns. These are by no means fair whatsoever. I have a lot of trouble spotting people. That's a general problem I have. I don't see people too quickly. Yeah. I guess I'll just have to live with that. I want to show this gun off. I've been shooting with my magnums only. I'm not doing the right thing at all. Fucking hell. Look, like this. Like, this guy is, he's walking around with his little grow. He's got the best gun in the game, and he's walking super carefully. And, it's just, it pisses me off, because I don't see any guns like this. I don't see the carbine in the game whatsoever, the carbine, whatever, in the game. So, Man, I just wish that people would take this game a little bit less seriously and just enjoyed it like they used to, man. You know what I'm saying? Where the hell are you? Ah, yes, finally, a good kill with this gun. Jesus Christ, took me a while. So anyway, and I wish there wasn't really that much of a difference in skill-based matchmaking, because honestly, I feel like non-skill-based matchmaking, he should be dead. Oh, I got him anyway. Skill-based matchmaking will give so much more, or games that will be so much more fun, Mainly because actually I think that if you have a lobby in which there's one really good player and a couple of bad ones, that, you know, more interesting things happen. And I understand that that sucks for the bad players. So I guess skill-based matchmaking is, you know, a sort of solution to make sure that bad players or relatively bad players come with relatively bad players. But the problem that is overlooked is that bad players now come into matches with other bad players, and it's still not a relaxed sort of, you know, fuck me. The whole gameplay isn't relaxed. It's still pretty, you know, pretty competitive, in the sense that everybody's got their respective level that is pretty similar, which leads to the fact that even though the people in the match may be relatively bad according to, you know, Call of Duty and the way they determine that, even though that still may be, the match is very sweaty, right? Because they are on their same level, so whatever they do, they're still not going to be great. I guess that's an inherent problem of being a relatively bad player, I suppose. And look at me, I'm not great at all. I'm really not that great at this game, and I've noticed this. I used to be pretty good at Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops. I used to have Moabs, nukes, whatever, you know, dogs were no problem whatsoever. But this game, just really not for me. I've got a couple of chopper gunners, and that's it, you know. I feel that I was, like, look at this. Like, he must have been, oh, so he's on the roof. I just didn't see him. My gameplay in this game is far worse than it used to be with the other games, with the previous games. Maybe it's because I was younger, maybe because I was more dexterous, I lost some skill, all very possible. Maybe I'm just generally worse at this game. Fuck me. But I think it has to do mostly with the skill-based matchmaking, placing me into a match with people that have relatively my level. So everybody I face, I have about a 50-50% chance to win the gunfight, a 1v1 gunfight. So the first one, just now, I did pretty nicely, and the second one was a shambles. So let's see if I can. He should have been dead in the first place. This gun is a bit inconsistent, but I like it. I love it. Yeah. So, you know, I feel like players are not able to enjoy the match as much as they used to, right? Fuck me. Got him still, Jesus Christ, that was lucky as shit. And the same is for Warzone. I understand that with Warzone you have to be more careful with the matchmaking, because otherwise, you know, people get pop stomped and people don't even have a chance. So yeah, that's important for sure. But oh, he's got double Renettis, that's a good gun. And so the landscape has changed, I feel, you know, in Call of Duty, in the pop stompy game that it used to be. It's become more of a, you have him? Yeah, he's gone. It's become more of a, yeah, I guess a more equal game, and I suppose that has its merits, but I'm not particularly fond. Shit, I should have, I don't know why I didn't, I feel like I shot first, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I guess it had its merits, but also I just feel like the soul of Call of Duty, like we know it, is gone. Like there's no... It's just so much sweatier than it used to be. And I remember me, you know, when I was like 14, 15 years old, I accused all the other players of being incredibly sweaty. And I guess that's... I guess that really hasn't changed, but I feel like the sweatiness has become different. So back in the day, it would just be like, it would just be relatively bad players just sitting around the corner, you know? I would be telling them off for being sweaty because they were camping in a corner. Now people are sweaty because, you know, everybody watches thousands of YouTube videos on how to be good at the game. And they are all, you know, adhering to the meta, and they don't want to use anything else, and it makes the game, you know, a lot less diverse. I guess one of the most problems is that this game is so not diverse at all. Like, you know, there's a couple of people who don't adhere to the meta, and they use fun guns that you don't really see that much. But honestly, that's not the majority, is it? Not at all. So the majority has got the Grau, or the majority has a strong M4. You know, I remember the beginning of this game. Jesus Christ, that was not fun at all. Wow, I got him. Jesus Christ. Insane. The beginning of this game was not fun at all. Where did he shoot me from? So it's to the left of the building, right? Because everybody just used the M4, and I saw a lot of complaints on the internet, on Reddit, you know, and you know, obviously they changed that. which is great. And then for a while you had like a couple of guns that were good, but not really one gun was so dominant that hardly any other guns were used. And now that problem is reoccurring again with the Grau, so I figure that at some point, sooner or later, they're gonna nerf the Grau again, because I can imagine that developers want a varied gameplay as well and don't want one gun to be very dominant throughout the entire game. We'll wait and see. I mean, obviously they're gonna nerf the magnums now, the snake shot magnums akimbo, because the range is just ludicrous. And oh, that's that gun in its. Yes, that's what I wanted. Oh, I'm so happy that just like something like that happened in this video, because that's what this gun is. It's just really strong. I love it because it's so not meta, and it has the capability to be insanely strong if you get to use it right, if you're in the right scenario. Fuck me, I'm gonna die. I didn't die. I'm running away. Run away. Run away. I'm gonna live. Oh, I lived. I'm the boy who lived. I can't believe it. So I'm gonna go upstairs here because I saw the guy running. Right. Yes. A UAV to help my team. There's a guy to... Oh! There's a guy in my back. It's fine. So yeah, I feel Call of Duty has lost that kind of relaxed sense. I feel like every game, regardless of your level, is a sweat fest. And I feel that really... Oh no! Oh, I should have done so much better there. Honestly, if I had an automatic weapon in that scenario, it would have been way better. If I would have hit my shots, it would have been alright, but I didn't hit any of my shots, so it was quite horrible. Unfortunately, I couldn't perform in that scenario. And like I said, I don't know if there's actually a difference, but I feel there's a difference with how visible opponents are. Sometimes I seriously feel like I'm blind. Like, I'm fucking horribly, terribly blind. Yep. Because I just miss so many opponents on the regular. I just, because I look around, especially in Warzone, I feel like, where the fuck did I just get shot from? I don't even know. Oh, I didn't get the kill. We got a victory. Nice. I didn't really play the objective. Still won. We had a fairly decent team there. So yeah, I think I discussed all the things that I wanted. Let's see how long this has been going. It's been going for a while. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this this little rant of mine. I got to play of the game too. Nice. I hope you enjoyed this little rant of mine, or enjoyed, or agree with, or whatever you feel about it. And yeah, so this is an old school, just Call of Duty commentary, and I'll probably post a lot more of these because they're easy to edit, and yeah, I enjoy making them because I like just playing a game and ranting, because then I don't really have to sweat in the game and I can just enjoy it a little bit. So yeah, this has been BCBus, and I'll see you later.